Hello friends and welcome. Today I've brought you a documentary film called Indian Predator, the Butcher of Delhi. The incident depicted in it took place in Delhi a few years ago, causing a wave of terror to spread throughout the city. You should definitely watch this video to understand what kinds of people live in India, monsters in human form. You will also learn about some new rules that you might not be aware of yet. The year is 2006. News is breaking on TV that the body of a 30-year-old man has been found in Deer Park, in the Sadar Ganj enclave area. A few months later, another piece of news emerges. An unclaimed body has been recovered in the Connaught Place area. Then another body is found in Delhi's Ambedkar Nagar, with its body parts severed and the head separated from the torso. The person who committed these murders was challenging the entire system. This was the most high-profile murder case to date. If this could happen in the nation's capital, then what other city could be considered safe? The killer's challenge was, "If you can catch me, then catch me." This is retired ACP Sundar Singh Yadav. He recounted that on October 20th, 2006, at 6:30 a.m., a phone call came in. "I was present at the station at that time," he said. The duty officer was Balakrishna Sahab. A man on the phone said, "Listen, you cops, you've posted 2 of your men, haven't you? But they won't be able to do anything. I have left a body right in front of gate number 3 of Tihar Jail. Go handle it." When the head constable arrived, he saw a basket. The basket was tied very securely. When he opened it slightly, he saw a dead body inside. The victim appeared to be between 28 and 30 years old, with a dark complexion, and his neck was severed. The body was covered with numerous newspapers, clothes, and plastic. There was also a letter in the basket. It was filled with vulgar abuses and said, "Until now I have endured false cases, but this time I have committed a real murder. You people will never be able to catch me. If you can catch me, then do it. Waiting for you, your father, and your brother-in-law, CC." A journalist from that time, Amit Kumar, explains that they initially thought it was an ordinary incident. But a few days later, when a note was published in the newspaper about the letter, the entire direction of the case changed. Legal journalist Utkarsh Anand states that anyone considered a major threat is thrown into Tihar Jail. It is considered the most secure place in the country, and yet bodies were being found right outside its gates. Additional Deputy Commissioner Hargovinder Singh Dhaliwal explains that Tihar Jail falls under the jurisdiction of the Hari Nagar police station. Sundar Singh Yadav continues, "At 8:04 a.m., Balakrishna Sahab received another call from the killer. He asked, 'So what did you people do with the body?' The killer then retorted, 'Now you're calling me sir, you're useless, give me your SHO's number.' When the SHO received the call, he asked, 'Why are you doing this?' The killer explained, 'That cop standing at the gate, his name is Balbir. He mistreated me in jail. Then I took the phone from the SHO. The killer told me, gifts like this will keep coming.' The additional deputy commissioner adds that brazenly dumping a body outside the jail was no easy task. Identifying him was now a challenge for us. Sundar Singh Yadavji says that they traced the phone calls. When they went to the STD booth to inquire, they found a man named Ram Babu. With his help, they created a sketch. Dhaliwalji says that the killer mentioned in his letter that he was arrested on false charges. His words made it clear he had a criminal record. He also wrote, "I left a dead body in 2003 as well, and you couldn't do anything." Upon investigation, Yadav discovered that a similar body was indeed found near gate number 1 in 2003. That case had gone cold. The 2006 letter connected the 2 cases. Dhaliwal explains that the killer dumped the bodies outside Tihar Jail because he had once been imprisoned there and held a grudge. They then tried to find out where Balbir was posted inside the jail. They pulled data from the last 5 to 7 years of convicts. A list of 30 to 35 people emerged. After a while, the police felt they were wasting their time. More time passed. Then, on April 25, 2007, Hoshiar Singh Sahab called him. "Sir, another body has been found." When Yadav arrived, he was astonished. The body was placed in the exact same spot. The first one was just missing its head, but this one was missing both hands, feet, and its private parts. And this time there was no letter. Then they received a call that the missing parts had been found near Tihar Court. Dhaliwal states that the condition of the body parts made it clear the crime was committed elsewhere. At that time, Delhi didn't have enough CCTV cameras to identify who was dumping the bodies. The case was becoming extremely difficult. The pressure on the police led them to involve all nearby police stations in the investigation. Dhaliwal recounts that a team was formed under his leadership. They worked on the case with intensity. Their investigation was ongoing when, on May 18, 2007, another body was found. In my 23 years, I had never encountered such a case, Dhaliwal said. Yadavji says they found a 2 to 3 page letter with this body. The killer mentioned the previous 2 bodies. He wrote, "Now, try to put a big reward on CC, giving him more and more terrifying and dangerous titles, so this game becomes interesting. I will send the next gift on time. Your brother-in-law and son-in-law, CC." This man knew a thing or two about the system and was now challenging it. It seemed he was starting to enjoy his work. Dr. S.L. Vaya, director of the School of Criminology, confirms that her analysis showed both letters were written by the same person. He claimed to have killed in the past and intended to kill in the future. He also wrote, "If I don't kill about 7 to 8 people a year, I can't live in peace. My mind starts to go crazy." Sundar Yadav recalls a meeting on May 18th. "The senior authority asked me, 'What do you need?' I said, 'Give us all this, and we will catch him within 2 to 3 days. The senior officer agreed. For the next 3 days, only Sundar Singh Yadav's team will handle it. Narendra Pehelwan used his network of informers. Back then, informer networks were crucial for gathering intelligence. Narendra Pehelwan's informer told him that a doctor in Azadpur Mandi was visited by a man matching the killer, his description. Sundar Singh Yadav says Narendra Pehelwan was now leading the case. At 2 p.m. he, Dilip Kaushik, and Narendra Pehelwan went to the doctor. As Yadav was talking, the doctor received a phone call. As soon as he hung up, Narendra Pehelwan slapped him and asked a direct question. "Tell me, was that him on the phone, wasn't it?" The doctor replied, "Yes." They took the doctor to the Tagore Garden office. The doctor revealed, "That's the man, and his name is Chandrakant Jha." The doctor added, "He was supposed to come to my place today at 4 p.m., but you brought me here. He must have come and gone by now." They arranged for the doctor to call Chandrakant. The doctor said, "You were supposed to come at 4 p.m. Why didn't you?" He replied, "I had some work today. I'll come tomorrow at 4 p.m. The next day, May 19th at 4 p.m., they were all in position, disguised. But Chandrakant never showed up. Their next step was to get the call detail record, CDR, of the doctor's phone. The location for that number was showing as Alipur. On May 20th, they all went to Alipur, but all their efforts were in vain. Yadav felt they had only 1 day left. Then he remembered the doctor's brother-in-law. A head constable questioned him and immediately called Yadav. He said that Chandrakant has a cart with a motorcycle engine on it. Yadav called Narendra Pehelwan. While on the phone, Narendra Pehelwan suddenly said, "Sir, the cart is parked right here." Yadav told him, "The house in front of which that cart is parked, get inside that house." And Pehelwan Ji burst through the gate. The next day the news broke. "This is the serial killer Chandrakant Jha." The story was the headline of every newspaper. When he was caught, he wasn't scared at all. Legal journalist Utkarsh Anand says he didn't seem troubled in the slightest. Sundar Singh Yadav says, "The murders had happened, the investigation was done, and now we had the killer. But we didn't have a single piece of evidence." Chandrakant Jha knew from experience that a statement given to the police is not admissible in court. Yadavji recalls, "When I asked his name, he said, 'You are Sundar Singh Yadav, aren't you?' 'Sir, you won and I lost. Please don't beat me. I will truthfully answer whatever you ask." When asked, the killer revealed, "My name is Chandrakant Jha. I am from a village called Gosai in Madhepura, Bihar. My parents also paid no attention to my education or my food, so I grew to hate them too. In 1990, I left my village and came to Delhi." Development economist Alok Sharma explains that in 50% of households in Bihar, at least one member is a migrant. Chandrakant says some people from his district brought him to Delhi's Azadpur Mandi. There, He started working as a manual laborer and selling vegetables. Advocate Deepak Sharma, the defense lawyer, says, "The judge assigned this case to me. He has a wife and 5 children who know nothing about his deeds." In conversation with him, it was revealed that he faced some problems while selling vegetables. Some policemen used to harass him and demand money, where Chandrakant worked. There was also a union headed by a man called Pandit. At the end of the month, he would forcibly take money. Chandrakant didn't think this was right and refused to pay. This angered Pandit and they got into a fight. Pandit filed a police complaint. Not only was Chandrakant jailed, but so was his wife, even though she wasn't even there. It was then that Chandrakant resolved to kill Pandit, and in 1998 he killed Pandit. He then left Alipur and started living in Hyderpur, where he committed more murders. Whoever he killed, he would first befriend them, treating them like a brother. The first case registered against him was the murder of Anil Mandal in 2006. Chandrakant said, "He used to steal my money, and despite my warnings, he would take my daughter out of the house. I got angry, called him home, and finished him off. Then he packed the body neatly and went to gate number 3 of Tihar Jail. The more wrong someone did to me, the more severe punishment I gave them. But along with punishment, I also ensured their salvation. That's why I used to throw their heads into the Yamuna River." The second case was of Upendra. His character was not good. "I killed Upendra and also cut off his hands, feet and genitals and his torso at the exact same spot near gate number 3 of Tihar Jail. The cops couldn't even untie the ropes, so I went there myself and cut them with my own knife. I left the body near gate 3 because Balbir was on duty there. He used to be on duty inside the jail and had mistreated me. And once he stripped me naked in front of all the inmates. I decided then that I would torment him." Sundar Singh Yadav says he wanted to prove that even as a criminal, he did his job perfectly, while the police did not. The third body was of a man named Dilip. He had been living with Chandrakant. Chandrakant said he started lying to him, so he had to be killed too. He threw his torso outside Tihar Jail and his head in Ghaziabad. Dr. S. Elvaya explains that his letter clearly showed he became this way due to the ill treatment he had suffered. "If I go to jail, I would expect everyone to treat me well, but if that doesn't happen, then my anger is justified." He also wrote in the letter that if he doesn't kill, something starts happening to him. This meant he would continue to kill in the future. Sundar Yadav Ji says, "When I asked him why he writes CC at the end of the letter, he said, 'I consider myself Chandra, and CC means Chandra and only Chandra.'" Sundar Singh Yadav says, "The court needs evidence. He confessed to us, but what if he retracts his statement in court?" There was another problem. They had the body parts of the 3 victims, but none of the skulls. He said he had thrown all 3 skulls into the Yamuna River. They brought in boats and divers, but they searched every corner of the Yamuna and found nothing. Then they noticed 2 dogs swimming from one bank to the other. An idea struck Yadav. If dogs can get in the water, couldn't they have carried the skull somewhere else? They started searching the surrounding areas and found a skull. But here again, he was trying to fool them. They came up with another plan. They took him and their team to Hyderpur colony where he used to live. When they went inside, a strange smell hit them. They found 3 knives there and also found some blood drops. They videotaped the entire house and broke the part of the floor where blood was found to take samples. They also found a mobile phone in a cupboard, the same one they had been tracing. Now they had a lot of evidence. When they were taking him to court, reporters started questioning him. A reporter asked, "Why did you commit these 4 murders?" Chandrakant replied, "Who told you I committed 4 murders? It's possible I've committed more than 4. Just be patient. The real secrets are yet to be revealed." Akhilesh Sharma and Devnarayan Paswan say that when Chandrakant used to visit, he would reply, "My job is to play with danger. To kill or be killed, that's our business." Dr. S. Elvaya says that when he himself stated, "If I don't kill 8 or 9 people in a year, my mind goes crazy," it meant he had committed many more murders that were never discovered. Akhilesh Sharma says that Chandrakant hated lies. If anyone lied, he would kill them. He had killed some people from his own village. He had killed Umesh Jha and Kapuri Das. An elderly man from his village named Bidu recounts, "When I was living with him in Delhi, under the pretext of changing rooms, he took me to Mangalpuri. As soon as we entered the room, we saw that Chandrakant had tied up Murli Shah and 2 other men. Then Chandra said to me, "Hey Bidu Yadav, what I'm doing to these people, I brought you here to do the same to you." Hearing this, I got scared. As soon as he went out to get samosas, we untied everyone. Everyone ran from there, but Murli Shah grabbed the camera on his way out. This is Ashok Shah, Murli Shah's younger brother. Ashok said that Murli never got the film from the camera developed. After he died, his second wife had the film developed. In some photos, people were tied up. In others, something was struck in their eyes. When Dr. S.L. Vaya sees these pictures, she says, Chandrakant wanted to silence people in any way possible. Bidu Yadav then expresses his fear. "I have told you everything I know, but now we are terrified that if Chandrakant gets out of jail, he will kill us first." Dr. S.L. Vaya looks at a photo and says, "Look at this picture. They are so helpless and terrified, and the man who tied them up was a single person. How did he manage to overpower 3 men all by himself? If these photos were presented in court, the police might get custody again. Many more undiscovered murders might come to light." The lawyer explains that in such cases there are only 2 sentences, life imprisonment or the death penalty. He was charged with 7 murders in Delhi, of which he was convicted in 3. His death sentence was commuted to life imprisonment. The court, considering the case rare instead of rarest of the rare, ordered Chandrakant Jha to remain in jail until his last breath. The lawyer says he never openly accepted his guilt. In his eyes, those people were wrong, and he believed killing the wrongdoer was the right thing to do. Dr. S.L. Vaya explains that the environment we grow up in often shapes who we become. The lawyer adds, he already knew he would get the death penalty for his crimes. That's why whenever I went to meet him, he would ask for books, because he wanted to defend himself. This is Bharti, the wife of Anil Mandal. Bharti says that when she returned from her parents' house, she found out her husband had been taken by the police. He never came back. At first, I thought he must have been arrested. Anil Mandal's son says, "I thought Dad must be in jail. He's alive, not dead. He'll come back someday." His mother would go to the jail to look for his father. The policeman would take money from them and make them run around to different police stations. Anil Mandal's wife says, "They only told us 2 or 3 years ago that your husband was killed. For all these years, we didn't even know that Chandra had killed my husband." Her son adds, "If he had killed him, he could have at least told us. We are human too. Why were they making us run around?" Delhi is like a vast ocean where millions come for their livelihood. They were poor people whose family members were killed. Their voices were not heard. In this case, at least there was a trial, but there are many cases that are never given any attention. Utkarsh Anand states that the media and society don't care whether someone exists or not. People have forgotten this case now. They probably don't even know that Chandrakant is currently out of jail on parole. He is meeting people, roaming the markets, buying vegetables. He is doing everything a normal person does. The same man who was deemed a threat to society is now out on parole. No one even remembers his face anymore. Dr. S.L. Vaya says that before any decision is made, one must consider what is going on in the person's mind. If the court releases him today, will he support his family, or will he start taking people's lives again? I think he will take people's lives. What are your thoughts on this? Please let me know in the comments. The makers stated that due to jail regulations, they were unable to meet Chandrakant. Chandrakant is currently serving a life sentence in Tihar Jail. So friends, if you want to watch more documentary story like this, do let me know in the comments and subscribe to our channel. We will meet again with a new story on a new day. Until then, bye-bye.